James Coburn and Omar Sharif, pool hall hustlers out for a good time, a big fortune, and barrels of action in The Baltimore Bullet, next.
HBO movies venture into February with a visionary Disney voyage into future space. An exploratory crew of astronauts confront the most awesome force in the universe while challenging the renegade genius of Maximilian Schell.
Fire thrusters. That madman is headed straight for the black hole. What'll we do? We wait.
It's a perilous journey into the unfathomable depths of the black hole, the cosmic phenomenon where time and space converge, where planets, stars, and light end. Closer to home, the sky is falling.
That meteor is 5 miles wide and it's definitely going to hit us.
We've picked up another splinter. A big one.
Direction?
The United States, the eastern seaboard.
Sean Connery, Natalie Wood, and Henry Fonda headline an all-star cast desperate to thwart the impending disaster of Meteor. Another star falls in The Rose. The best bet yet, strings of pearl of a performance. The Rose. Bette Midler is the thorny hard rock legend succumbing to her own ravaged melody.
To you, I bequeath my power, my knowledge.
It's me! I'm the one!
Catherine Ross is an unwitting devil's advocate as beneficiary of the legacy. On the campus, the screwball hijinks include Gary Busey as he knocks love about over a well-heeled co-ed who just isn't fooling around. Snoopy rivals Charlie Brown for hard luck adventure. The passionate pooch is in love, but it's a lifeless waltz. Snoopy, come home.
Well, it's final, you know, we're divorced.
Burt Reynolds discovers divorce.
I am no one-nighter!
Jill Clayburgh encounters Burt.
Aren't you a little old for this?
And Candice Bergen weighs the difference. It's a single-minded, classy farce. Starting over. On HBO's March calendar, look for The Unholy Terror of the Paw. And Francis Ford Coppola's dark-hearted tale of Apocalypse Now. Whatever your pleasure, February promises the best HBO movies.
Bagels in Brooklyn, go hand in hand. Used to be Bagels Brooklyn and the Dodgers, but we still have Brooklyn and the Bagels. Bagel is part of my whole background. Bagels was a breakfast food, a lunch food, a supper food. These people in the Midwest, they wouldn't know a bagel from a donut. The only reason they ever saw a bagel was one fell off a truck. 4 professors were dissecting it before they found out what it was all about. Life in Brooklyn rotates on bagels. What else is there in life? Hot bagels that taste beautifully.
In the process of making bagels, we have to put flour in, malt, salt.
What molasses you putting in there?
And we put pails of water in. And in the water, we put the yeast in. We mix the yeast by hand. And the machine starts running about a half hour. By that time, all of the work is done, all the processing is done, and then we take the dough out. take the dough out, we put it on the table. This is cornmeal. We put it on here so the bagels won't stick. Then we start cutting it like this. We get it down firm, and then we start making strips. Now we start making the bagels.
I guess everybody knows bagels in New York. It's just one of these things that go together. As where if you go outside of New York, a lot of places don't even know what a bagel is. From what I understand, I think the reason for that is the water. In New York, there's something in the water that does it.
These bagels are much better than the machine maker because this is a handmade bagels. There's a better taste to a handmade bagel than a machine.
Each bagel that I'm making now should weigh approximately about 4 ounces, 4.5 ounces, you know, right around there. On a board like this, you put them down 7 down, 5 across, 35 bagels on a board. And a dough around the size of this, you should get about 90 to 100 dozen out of it.
I wait for the pot to boil. As soon as the pot starts boiling, I take my bagels and throw them in. These are water bagels. They have to cook. You have to stir and make sure they cook.
Yeah, I'm putting the onion seeds on, some garlic, spreading some poppy, some sesame, now with some salt. The rest I'll make plain bagels. Now, water on. Take the bagels, 6 in a hand through the holes, spread them on. Like that. Now I let that spin around till the tops get dry, then I turn it over, then I let it go around till it bakes out. It's a 400-degree oven. Now I'm going to turn the bagels over. I let them roll in about 3 minutes so they won't stick to the oven when they're wet.
Hiya, Freddie, baby. Give me a dozen. My life's blood. Without bagels, what is a day? Yeah, make it a dozen assorted. That's it. Give me the garlic, the sesame, the onion. Give me them all, baby. That's it. That's it. It's still handmade, huh? Hot bagels. Wait a second. Let me pay you. Hey, kid. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay. When she's smiling, keep on bagels. When she's smiling, everybody smiles, everybody laughs. Bagels in Brooklyn. Do you know what bagels are used for? You got a flat, you got old bagels in your car, you fix your flats. Hot, handmade, delicious. It's good for any type of epidemic that ever happens in Brooklyn. Have a dozen bagels and you're safe. There it is. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Nah, it gives me vim, vigor. Without this, I'm a lost soul. You can be living in Peoria, in Ashcan, wherever you live, if you haven't got a Brooklyn handmade bagel, you ain't living. You heard it?
Hitmaker. Heartbreaker.
Lay your head upon my pillow.
Chartbuster.
What can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen?
Showstopper.
Held me up and gave me dignity. Somehow you needed me.
From Monte Carlo, Standing Room Only presents KRIS Kristofferson and Anne Murray.
I'm so lonesome every day.
Tomorrow on HBO.
Somewhere in this city, possibly among these people, is a man so close to the edge that when he breaks, it could change your life forever.
I couldn't see. What kind of guy was to grab your kid? A color guy?
A white guy. He's over the edge, and he wants to get even.
That sucker is crazy.
Night of the Juggler.
The votes were counted and he won hands down, so they sent him off to Washington town. With his best dressed suit, still his buckskin's brown, a living legend of growing renown.
He's made his peace with the Indian tribes, and now he'll fight a one-man war to help them keep their land. Fess Parker in Walt Disney's Davy Crockett Goes to Congress.
Davy,
tomorrow on HBO.
King of the wild frontier.
When the patriarch of an industrial family plummets to a premature death, his relatives scheme for the millions to be made. But an assertive daughter inherits the company, moving the family fury enough to kill. James Mason, the aging parliamentarian, suffering a young wife's compulsive gambling. Romy Schneider, the sexy cousin with company designs of her own.
Elizabeth is tough. She won't let you sell her stock.
It's hers, not mine.
It could be yours.
Yeah? How?
She's an unlucky driver.
Omar Sharif, the overage Lothario. Ben Gazzara, husband, loyal aide, any of them a potential murderer. And Audrey Hepburn stars as the unwelcome heiress, learning quickly where fortunes can be won or lost. Bloodlines run thin. Thursday.
This is Home Box Office. The following motion picture has been rated PG by the Motion Picture Association of America. Parental guidance is suggested.